believing in our president, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, for believing in our country, and for believing in the people of Uganda. Zhang came to Uganda when he had only $15,000. Now he's a billionaire of dollars. That's belief. That's belief. He came with just $15,000. But now he owns a conglomerate of companies. And when he tasted success in Uganda, he said, no, I should not share this success alone. I must share it with my fellow other investors who should come and we build a better country called Uganda. Thank you, my brother, thank you. You're a true Ugandan patriot. And we shall always pray for you, for God to bless you, to protect you. And as the government of Uganda, we shall give you all the support and protection you need to continue bringing development to our country. On the directives of His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, government of Uganda is going to invest 400 billion Uganda shillings in transforming this industrial park. We have already signed the contract with China Railway number 3, and they are performing. We might have challenges, Mr. Zhang, of delayed payments, but government is government. Government can never fail to pay its debt. So, working with my honorable colleagues, I know every quarter, we are supposed to be giving you, paying like 135 billion Uganda shillings, and the payments have not been going on well. But when I go back, I'm going to ensure that I follow up so that we can release money to do work in the park. That will address the issue Honorable Masawa talked about, because it's part of that major contract. The drainage for the neighboring community is also going to be handled under that 400 billion project. So let's go, we ensure the money is released. I also know that Uganda Investment Authority has a presence here, and we ensure that any issues regarding supporting you are sorted. Okay? In a very big way. And I want to thank His Excellency the Ambassador Zhang and his colleagues. We have worked very closely. I think our partnership has been the best, Your Excellency. We are even having a basketball game very soon. So they are practicing, our parliamentary team is practicing. We want to build this relationship between Uganda and China because it's a relationship based on mutual respect and support for each other. And we appreciate President Xi's vision of working with the developing world. And he declared that even if China grows and reaches what stage of growth, it will still remain a member of the club of the developing world because it knows what the developing world needs. So we want to thank you, our investors, our partners, the embassy, and honorable colleagues for giving us an opportunity to work together and for trusting our country with the support of these very brilliant, you people from Obubugisu. I want to tell you, you have some of the most brilliant members of parliament. You know, we have MPs and then MPs. These are super. You look around, sometimes you look around when they stand up, you see each one of them is, and you say, no, let one of you speak for Bugisu. Because I know one, you speak one voice, which is unity and fighting for issues of your area. But number two, all of you are brilliant brains. All of you. So I'm really, really proud of your members of parliament. I request you support them because they are not only members of parliament for Bugisu, but we benefit from them as a country. We need them as Uganda. If you don't want them as Bugisu, but at least think about us as Uganda, because they are making a very big contribution to the development of our country. Thank you for representing your people very well, and the leadership of Parliament is proud of you. Super proud of you. With those many words, I want to thank you. Have a good evening. I have been told about the issue of power. Chairman Unistiro was telling me, but I inquired from ERA, and indeed, like Honorable Chitutu said, there is a dedicated line. Now we are going to work hard to fulfill the presidential directive of having power at 5 cents, US cents per kilowatt hour. This is a very clear presidential directive. Now we have Karumo on board. We are already planning for other dams. This industrial park has a capacity of taking over 200 megawatts. So if 200 megawatts are coming here, look at the money we have been paying in deemed energy costs. That is energy we pay for without consuming. So this is a game changer. This is a game changer. Now we have to ensure that you have reliable power with reduced load shedding. Electricity Regulatory Authority working with UETCL. They are going to install here a 50 MVA transformer, which is going to stabilize your power. You have very stable power so that you're not disturbed during manufacturing. I'm going to go back and ensure that is expedited quickly, because money cannot, you know, money does not need excuses. Money doesn't want excuses. If these investors are getting money from a bank to invest, they need to produce to pay back. They need to produce and pay back, because the banks do not know about your excuses of we have not done ABCD. No. That one has to be sorted. I'm very happy an outlet is going to be made for the local people here. It is very, very important so that people see they don't need to get products from of having a vision bearer like His Excellency Tayebwa. I mean, who thought this would happen when they are being manufactured from here? Like how we are employing local people here, we should also be able to have outlets here. I have heard from my honorable colleagues on the issue of having iron ore in this year. Now I was told the best iron ore is from my area, Kabare. Now I'm being told someone who has not yet even concluded on research saying the best is here. Yeah, but I'm really glad, because the president made a directive that we should stop exporting raw minerals. And it's paying off, because now some of the steel factories have already started using iron ore. Now it is upon us as a government to ensure that we provide mining licenses to steel companies like Unisteel, like Tiantan. We provide you with mining licenses for iron ore so that you start getting the raw material from here. We stop donating money abroad. We start getting the raw material from here. Otherwise, I want to thank you, Chairman, again. I bring you greetings from the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, my sister Aneta Mong. We have done it deliberately as the leadership of Parliament, that our target is fulfilling the President's vision. So as a Parliament, we are pushing for resolutions, we are pushing for interventions that help implement the President's vision of industrializing our country. So that is our target. That's why I'm here, so that we don't become desk officers passing resolutions. We want to come here and see. Tomorrow I'll be meeting the youth in youth leaders. Yes, around 129 youth leaders. I'm going to meet them here, share, we see what we can do. Then in the afternoon, I'll be going to celebrate 100 years of Meta group. They are celebrating 100 years. I'll be joining His Excellency the President in Rugazi. You can see investors are coming here. When you look at the performance of our economy, we have managed to control inflation. For the last 5 years, our currency has depreciated the least in the whole of Africa at around 0.75%, compared to our peers in the region whose depreciation was around 14%, 17%, some at 24%. Their account is which reached 300%. That means we have built a very resilient economy. We are an economy which withstood the shocks of COVID. During COVID, construction went on when we were not importing anything. That's a resilient economy. That's an independent economy we are talking about. Now, we need to invest more here, Mr. Zhang, in agro-processing. I came from China and I met President Xi. I was among the few people, and I managed to talk to him for around 5 minutes. And really we talked a lot about the region. And then after I hosted a delegation from the NPC of China, led by the chairman for the Committee on Finance, and that is the equivalent of Minister of Finance in China. And now agro-processing is very important. I would want to see more agro-processing in this industrial park, Mr. Zhang. We have seen a lot to do with construction, now we go into agro-processing. I was told that the fish maw that is needed in China, even if we took all of Lake Victoria, we wouldn't even satisfy your market. It's a huge market. Our coffee is now entering China in a very big way. You know the advantage of having the presence here, but after my visit here, I'm going to ensure I meet the leadership of Uganda Investment Authority so that we have a full one-stop center in this industrial park. So that if an investor comes here, they don't need to go to Kampala for URA, they don't need to go to Kampala for NSSF, they don't need to go to Kampala for work permits, all done here, because this industrial park deserves that kind of support, considering the work you are doing. I want to thank the community for the support. Honorable Wandwasi and the team, Your Worship, the Mayor, RCC and team, thank you. You know, if you really had not cooperated, the workers, the fine gentlemen and ladies I'm seeing standing there, thank you. You're the ones who have made this happen. If there are any issues, we are going to also sit and we ensure that any issues regarding supporting you are sorted. Okay? That's very, very important, because Mr. Zhang, the one I know, he will ensure that you get a fair share of what you're supposed to get. And he will support you strongly. You know the advantage of having a vision bearer like His Excellency Museveni. I mean, who thought this would happen? Who thought it would happen? But now see, and I'm happy to find that I've come to do a dry run for him, because he's going to be here in 1 week's time. He's going to be coming here. Let my visit help to address some of the few issues, so that by the time he comes, we have already done some few in government. So that Mr. Zhang does not report us that we have not worked. From here, I'm going to ensure many meetings take place. I've already started on some via the phone, asking why are we delaying on ABCD, and yet we provided as a government. address some of the issues so that by the government, so that Mr.